So today we're going to look at percentages again. And the question was, what is 40% of 100? What is 40% of 200? How else can we explain this relationship? So let's start with the first one. What is 40% of 100? Let's go with Tim. So how did you get 40? So you know that percent is always out of 100. So it's like writing 40 over 100, right? Yeah. So that's how you get the 40%. It is equivalent. It's an equivalent value. Okay. So how would we get the next one? 40% of 200. Elias in the back, loud and clear. Okay, describe that.
You multiply it by 2 to get to 200, from 100 to 200.
So what do I multiply by 2?
40 and 100.
Right, so why are you keeping 40 over 100?
No, you multiply.
But why are you using this to multiply?
Because the denominator changes. I don't know, you have to do one of them with the other one.
Okay, because I'm confused right now, because in the first one, I understand 40 over 100 because it says 40% and there's 100 here. So now why are you using this to start off? What is this representing? What does 40 over 100 represent here? Taha.
It represents 40%.
Yeah, so this is representing the 40%. Okay? And you said you need a denominator of 200. And this 200 represents which value?
The whole.
Well, this one right here, right? This is the whole right here. And this was the whole here. So these are the whole values. Okay? So you're just trying to find a percentage of them. Okay? So then, what did you do to get this answer?
I multiply it by 2.
Right. This one multiplies easily. So you multiply the denominator by 2, and I thought you said you have to multiply something else by 2. The numerator, correct. So the answer is 80. Is my answer 80 or is my answer 80%?
80.
Who says the answer is 80%? Who says the answer is 80? Well, the correct answer is 80 because it's already 40%. We already mentioned the percent. So, and in the first one, what is 40% of 40? 40% of 100? It's 40. In the second one, it's 80. So the next question was, how else can we explain this relationship? What is this similar to? What have we done in the past that this is... It is actually identical to something that we've done in the past. Nahil. Okay, they are multiples of each other. That is correct. Sometimes you're not always going to get them to be multiples of each other. So how else can we describe this relationship? What else are you seeing on display here that is very much like something we've been learning over the last few weeks? Is that
The LCM.
lowest common multiple? Okay. So what is that? So what concept in math is that?
Like adding.
Adding and subtracting, but adding and subtracting what? Last time I checked, if you go down to a grade 1 classroom and you're adding and subtracting, they have no idea what an LCM is. LCM to them is just 3 random letters in the alphabet. So what concept are we looking at here? Yes, Taha. Fractions, because, so this is fractions. Is there anything else?
Multiply.
Got multiplying happening, that's for sure. But is there another way for us to figure this out? especially for the second one. The first one is too easy because it's already out of 100.
Double?
We're not doubling. In this case, we are doubling. But if I had to ask you, say, 40% of 80, we can't double anything there. It becomes very difficult to use the doubling method. In this case, the doubling method does work because the values or the wholes are 100 and 200, which are doubled values. Any other guesses? Menahel? Sorry? Dividing? Not so much in... okay, I'm going to write it down. Because I see how you can divide this. Okay? Does anyone not see decimals here? So all these things that we've been learning are related to each other. So one way, I don't know if someone did this method. I think I saw it, maybe I saw it in my planning yesterday. Who knows? Sometimes everything blurs into one, you don't know what is what. But if I had to take 40%, what's another way to write 40%? We already we wrote it as a percentage. We wrote it as a fraction. Is there another way to write 40%? Ethan, you can write it as a decimal. What is 40% as a decimal? Tahir. 0.4. So let's bring this down here. Let's do 0.40 just so we could see the 40. Although you can write it as 0.4. It's the same thing. To get 0.4 of 100, we learn this. Go multiply it by what? Or multiply by 100. You should get the answer of 40. And if you take this value here, what would I have to multiply to get my answer? To get 40% of 200, what would I multiply now? If in the first one I multiplied 0.40 by 100 to get me 40, what would I have to multiply in the second one to get my answer? Oh good, a few more hands. This is good. Iza, give it a shot. You get it wrong, who cares? 0.4 times what? Times 200 will give you 80. So now if we do this one here, this random one that I just gave you, 0.4, multiply that by 80, the answer, if I'm correct, 32. That's my guess. I think it's 32. So if you have $80 in your pocket, and I ask you, I want 40% of that, are you giving me $40? I hope you are, because I get $8 extra. But you have to give me $32. Okay?